The boys and I have packed up the 4Runner and we're heading to the Black Hills of South Dakota for a few days of trail riding and camping. Stick around. All right, it's our first night at camp. We just got in this afternoon. We're going to be making a Dutch oven jambalaya. Should be delicious. We're kind of rushing for dinner tonight because there's a big storm coming. So we were going to quickly eat dinner and then take shelter. Should be interesting.
Well, here we are. It's Saturday morning. Camp's still pretty quiet. The boys are still asleep. It's just Rosie and I up having a cup of coffee. Last night, actually, a decent-sized thunderstorm rolled through. The wind picked up in a matter of seconds. And we actually got a little bit of hail as well. But it came through quickly and left, and just a little bit of a light rain after that for the first portion of the night. Not a big deal. This morning, we're going to just kind of have breakfast and then head out on the trail. I think we're going to try to hit China Gulch today, which is a popular trail in the area. And then depending on time, maybe a couple spur trails off of that, and then I think we might try to make it over to Mount Rushmore.
So we left camp this morning. We're having a good time. We headed out on Slate Creek Trail and we're heading towards China Gulch Trail. We just ran into another 4Runner. We were pulled over on the side of the road taking some photos, and he happens to be from the area. So he told us of a great burger joint in Silver City, which is north on China Gulch Trail. So instead of heading south like we were planning to Hill City, we are going to take his recommendation and get some good food for lunch. We are heading back in after a day on the trails. We even made it over to Mount Rushmore for a little bit. The scenery here in Black Hills is amazing. I never had an idea that it was like this out here. We also got a recommendation from some friends that we found on the trail for a great lunch spot called the Sugar Shack near Silver City. So if you're out in this area, you got to check it out. They have some amazing burgers. It's Sunday morning and we are heading over to the Bear Mountain area of the Black Hills. There's a few trails over there that we want to check out, and then we're going to find a nice spot and make some lunch. Last night another big thunderstorm rolled through, and after a while it turned into a nice gentle rain. We just anchored down the awning really good and hung out underneath it, and it was actually a pretty peaceful evening. So we have stopped for lunch. We found this great overlook at the end of Ditch Creek Road, I believe. Storm actually just rolled through, so we've been sitting under our awning, waiting for that to pass. But as you can see, this view is spectacular. So this is really close to Bear Mountain Lookout, and I think most people end up going over to Bear Mountain Lookout, but on Onyx Off-Road it says that this is one that you should not miss. Well, it's Monday. It's actually Memorial Day. We got up early and we're started to head for home. We're just taking a little break here at a rest stop right across the Minnesota border. Last night we left the trails about 5 o'clock. There was some severe weather that was heading our way, so we decided to just get dinner in Hill City, South Dakota. And I believe the place was the Bumpin' Buffalo. So great food, great atmosphere. I think the place has been there over 100 years. And then we kind of finished up the evening with a nice campfire after the storm rolled through. Today we hit the road pretty early, and there was a request to make a couple stops along the way, so we made our first stop at Waldrug. I haven't been there since I was a little kid, so it was kind of fun to get back there, and the boys really enjoyed it. And then we also made a stop at the one and only Corn Palace in Mitchell, Minnesota. So this has been an amazing trip. The boys and I, as well as Rosie, had a great time. It's probably one of my favorite overlanding camping trips that we have been on since I got the 4Runner, and can't wait for the next one. So don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.